Oregon Ducks hosting the Penn State Nittany Lions. So we got Jimmy Tubalents against Dark Specta, joined by 49er Pimpin here in the booth. Welcome in, George. Hey, this is going to be fun. JT saying you're muted. JT says it in the chat that you're muted. As you see here, we have just a 3-mile-an-hour wind and no rain. That's the best thing, no rain. And looks like Oregon's going to kick off here, so they'll get the ball to start the second half. And Dino's Bar and Grill is going to kick this off. See if he can put this out of the end zone. Deep, and yep, straight on through. And Penn State gets to start their first drive at the 25. The quarterback, Christian Vair, is going to come out and try and lead them with running back Nick Singleton. And he's got receivers Malik Mega, Caden Saunders, Harrison Wallace. I think Wallace was the dude that had a good game last time, so we'll see how that works going forward.
Yeah, so right away we're going to see the Lion offense here and Oregon's defense. I'd say that's Oregon's strength. We know about Nine Lou in the backfield, but and Butterfield at quarterback, but this defense might be what pulls Oregon ahead of their conference this year.
Especially with him using Genghis Von Moody there. Oh, run up the middle and swarmed over and dropped for a 2-yard gain as Nick Singleton. He had nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get that much.
Yeah, in the middle right there, Oregon was tough. Penn State needs to get their blocking together on that one. I know Specta in his games is going to try to remain balanced, and I like the run, just not the execution.
All right, they come out. We got that tight trips formation to the right, one to the left by the sideline. Everybody loves this formation. They are making a change. Quick drop, looks, pressure from the right, throws deep down the left side, 50-50, ball jumps. Oh, and Terrell knocks it down. Kamari Terrell looked like he could have picked it off and just knocked it down instead. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
I love challenging the corner, one-on-one coverage right there. Didn't have any safety help. But we see 2 users with different outcomes right there. One user got the animation that he wanted with his hands going up, but he dropped it. And that's why we got a 3rd down here.
All right, big 3rd down. Penn State has to move the ball here. Can't have a quick drive on their first drive. Oregon's going to get a lot of momentum at home here if they do. There's a drop, rolls, looks, throws, caught on the stripes, up over the 40 to the 43. Harrison Wallace, 15 yards, moves the chains, gets a 1st down. And just like that, Penn State responds when they needed to.
Great pocket right there for the quarterback. Key block right there on the right tackle side. Genghis Von Moody had nowhere once he got engaged with the right tackle.
He had plenty of time. Found that guy breaking open away from two different defenders over the middle, and a good throw. See what they do here now. They got the sticks moved. See if they want to go back and try and establish that run again or not. Got tight end, fullback both to the left side. Here's the handoff. Cuts off a block. Tries to get to the outside. Gets knocked down. Still picks up 1 on the play. Singleton looked like he had a hole and just couldn't, turn on the jets, and then ran into his own guy, ran into the defender. Got very little on the play.
Love the effort by Singleton right there. If he can keep that up, he'll be a hard man to bring down. And that's what Penn State's going to need to balance out this attack. But great penetration right there from the Ducks on that right side. They were the ones who engaged and got into the backfield, messing that play up.
Yeah, both of their running plays so far, they've been in the backfield, disrupting the blocking by the O-line and causing a whole lot of trouble. Vair drops, looks, got a man over the middle, throws, caught right at the 45. That man Wallace again, 11-yard gain, moves the chains. Actually had 2 guys going in opposite directions, one deep and one short, and he hit the guy underneath.
Yeah, I mean, old Wallace right there. The Braveheart himself just being tough right there with that catch. And shout out to the pocket once again, not allowing the pass rush to get to him, letting him deliver that ball.
All right, come back out in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight ends on the line this time. Vair barking changes. Quick drop. Pushes to the right. Moody's chasing him and throws over the middle and caught. He caught it. Caden Saunders somehow grabbed that. I thought that was going to be picked, but he got the first down on the play, and Vayer got hammered as soon as he threw the ball.
Quarterback is playing super well right now. Oregon had extra defenders. Even though they only had very few linemen in a three-point stance, they brought extra defenders for the rush right there. That's what flushed them to the right out of the pocket, still delivering it on target, on time, moving the sticks again consistently. Now we're near the red zone.
And now they go under center again, that big formation, a tight end fullback to the left. Here's the handoff, trying to get to the outside, and gets dragged down from behind, still picks up one on the play. Looked like he had room to go, and he had a run block, but the Oregon guy shed the block and got in there really quick.
I mean, really good penetration right there. Once again, Penn State not able to get this ground game going just yet, but all it takes is one good run to heat up the running back, and he is a hard man to bring down.
All right, 2nd down and 9. Come out with that trips to the right tight. Vayer drops, plenty of time, throws over the middle, and errant throw way over the top of the head. Who's tightly covered anyway. That was probably going to be picked if it was any lower than what he threw. So let's bring up another 3rd down, 3rd and 9 from the 30, already in field goal range. Let's see what they do to convert here.
The Penn State section right there is looking for flags, but there's none on the field, so no call, and we're going to be 3rd and 9 right now. You're already in field goal range at this point. Been a productive possession here out of the gate, opening for Penn State. Trying to finish it off with 7, but turnover would be the thing to avoid.
Yeah, they had a big 3rd down early in the drive, converted that, kept the drive going. So now they're in scoring range here. They're really hoping to get this converted so they can put 7 on the board. Vayer drops, rolls, stops, throws deep over the middle, double coverage, and it's picked in the end zone. That's Bridges, I believe, picked that off before he stepped out. And big turnover. Oregon keeps Penn State off the board, and defense shined when it needed to.
Quarterback not afraid to challenge the defense. Did it on the second play from scrimmage on the left sideline. Did it right there against the deep safety, and the deep safety got 1 foot down somehow to pick off that play and end the drive. No points for Penn State.
Here's a counter to Lou trying to get to the outside and gets dragged down. Picks up 10 on the play. They're going to call it 2nd and inches.
He's the bread and butter. All the offense goes through 9 Lou. Butterfield is an accessory to him. When he graduates next year, they are going to really need somebody else to step in. But a good run right there on 1st down.
Yeah, that's a staple play. Come out, I formation, 2 receivers to the left, tight end on the right, fake handoff, Butterfield rolls, looks, upfield, looking, gets the 1st down, tries to get out of bounds, gets all the way out to the 35, picks up 5 yards, moves the chains, and doesn't fumble. That's the most important thing.
Tight man-on-man coverage forced Butterfield on that play action to just scramble with his legs. Has just enough athleticism to get the 1st down and move the sticks, pick up the band, and now Oregon's feeling good after that pick and that 1st down.
Yeah, he's underrated as a runner. He has very functional speed to get where he needs to go. Here's McGee. Butterfield drops, screen pass to Lou. He's got a host of blockers. 3 guys out in front of him. Wide receivers trying to get a block, and safety corner, whatever it is, came up and hit him low, knocked him down, but he gained 17 on the play, gets him over midfield to the 48, and another 1st down for the Ducks.
Great user tackle right there after a big chunk of yardage, crossing over the 50-yard line. But that was almost a screen that never happened. Butterfield had a lot of pressure in his face and barely got it off.
All right, bring it out. 3 backs in the backfield. Butterfield, fake handoff. Trying to get to the outside, cuts it inside, gets a good block, picks up another 1st down, 12-yard gain there. Little wishbone read option out of that.
Yeah, Butterfield loves that pistol formation where he's got the backs in there in the backfield with him. And at that end of that play, he tried to give the stiff arm. He tried to go to the distance on that one. You don't see Butterfield be able to break the whole thing, but a great play right there to back up that screenplay. And now we're sniffing the red zone. We're in field goal range now.
Yeah, didn't take very long, all the way down to the 36. We got 2 to the right, 1 to the left, tight ends in the game. Hand off to Lou up the middle, got a lot of blocking, pushes through. 1 guy ends up picking up 9 on the play. So bring up 2nd down and 1. We hit the 3 minutes left in the 1st quarter. Lou with 19 yards on 2 carries.
Vaughn, the Oregon Duck offensive line is really looking strong at this point. Penn State looked like they were in a good defense to stop the run right there, but it was just hat on a hat blocking, and somebody couldn't block shed until almost the third level right there. That was really, really nice set of blocking there by the Ducks.
Now they come out in the I formation. Tight end left, 2 receivers right. Butterfield under center. Handoff Lou trying to get to the outside. He gets by 1 man. Nice block by the wide receiver, and he's going to spring him all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Wow, did you see him? He kicked him all the way out and cleared that whole lane for him to walk right into the end zone. Man.
Vaughn, there was good blocking up and down the whole Oregon Duck offensive line as they were picking off the linebackers at the second level. They weren't putting them on the ground like that big one happened in the open space, but they did knock them off of the angles they were taking to pursue Nine Lou. And you know, Nine Lou is so consistent. He stuck to his angle and paid off right there. Oregon's up 7 after getting the pick in the end zone from Penn State.
Yeah, they didn't mess around. It took them all of 2 minutes to march down the field. And we'll see how Penn State responds here as Dino's Bar and Grill kicks it off. And they're going to let this go out of the end zone, be another touchback. And Penn State will start their second drive again from the 25. See if they can get this run game going. They've made some key first downs in the passing game, especially on third down.
Yeah, they've done really good with some of the crossing routes. The quarterback has looked precise on most of the plays. Maybe just a bit of a decision error there to go after over the top in the deep end zone part with the second safety over there. You know, he was able to cover. I thought they were going to go underneath again on that slant route. He threw it over the top and threw a pick.
Here we go. Singleton, block shed right up the middle.
Yeah.
Down he goes, 2-yard gain. They're getting nothing up the middle. The Ducks are in the backfield before they can barely get the handoff off. So
yeah, the rest of the blocks seem to be okay. I saw Penn State fire off the line, but they had trouble with the defensive tackle right there, and they're only sporting 1 D tackle right there. They couldn't move him off of the spot. In fact, he inched the block shed and brought him down for only a 2-yard gain.
All right, they're going to spread him out now. Bayer drops. Moody in his face. Jackson catches the ball and gets just enough. First down. I'm sorry, that was Harrison Wallace, not Jackson.
Yeah, that was Braveheart again. Yeah. Yeah, Jackson was the guy looking to pick that ball off because it was in a very tight window. But Penn State has been able to find some success when they get the pass protection they need and they pick their spot against the zone coverage. Oregon's played a lot of zone coverage so far, and their corners are a little bit far back. So let's see if Penn State could balance that out, but they need to get their ground game going. Penn State right now is losing the upfront battle. Let's see if that changes.
And then got a run formation again, trying to get to the outside. Tries to shed that one, can't do it. Lost a yard on the play. Singleton just doesn't have the wheels to get outside of these Oregon defenders.
Thought he had a lane inside the tackle.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly they can push the lineman and get upfield and disrupt the play. They may have to throw the ball to run the ball, do it opposite of what you would think.
Yeah, the end looked fully engaged right there, but as soon as he tried to turn it to the outside, that gave the edge player the angle he needed to push past his blocker and make the tackle. Great play by him.
All right, 2nd and 11, minute 25 left here in the first quarter.
Here comes the secondary pressing up towards the line of scrimmage.
Drops, rolls, runs, looking downfield, stops, throws it across the field, and overthrows everybody. Wow, what an arm! That was strange. I thought he was going to get sacked when he stopped and set up to make that throw, and then he had 3 defenders in the area, and he overthrew everybody.
I thought he could have kept scrambling, but decided to throw across the field, test the defense. Would have been an arm punt at that point, but you like to see that on 3rd and long a little bit more than on 2nd. The interception on the last possession came on 2nd.
Caught, and another first down. Big 3rd down conversion again. Harrison Wallace with the catch.
Braveheart.
Mr. Clutch right there.
Yeah, I think each catch he's gotten has been a first down or close to it. And again, it starts with the pocket, right? Oregon has been going with a lot of lighter sets on the defensive line, and the pass rush just hasn't gotten there yet. They're playing a lot of coverage, but I know that's because Jimmy's never played Spectre before, filling them out.
You got 9 guys, 10 guys at the line.
Wow.
And this time Singleton picks up 4 yards on the play.
That could have been a really big run if he would have stuck a little bit more to the outside. Didn't have to go a hard cut outside the wide receiver, but if he would have been in between the tackle or the tight end and the wide receiver, he could have sprung to the outside.
Yeah, Oregon was all down in the box. They had 2 safeties stacked behind the line, and everybody else was in the box.
Yeah.
There they go. They flipped the formation. We got tight trips to the left this time. Bayer drops, pressure in his face, throws,
User was right
and
there.
it's caught again.
You see
Harrison
Von Moody out there this time with the user coverage, looking for that crossing route. They're starting to smell it and sniff it out, and one of those guys are going to jump in front of it one of these plays.
Still Harrison, great hands, bringing it in, made
during contact,
great clutch catches all quarter.
Yeah.
So just enough to get the first down.
But once again, Penn State moving the ball, Vaughn.
Now they're coming out with 5 receivers set.
You see the coverage far back there.
Quick
and it's first down. Could have ran the ball, but instead we're passing,
Down to the 31. Wallace again, 10 more yards.
Yeah, this kid is quickly racking up yards. Let's see if he can have his stamina stay up the whole time. We're near the end of the first quarter, and Penn State's still not able to get the ground game going. Probably going to need it because this is going to be a time of possession game with Oregon.
Yeah, this is probably going to this clock's going to run out before we the ball snapped.
At this point, I think Penn State, if they have some big explosive plays, that'll be helpful. But I think this game's going to come down to a lot of just see me what it looks like right now. Look, a lot of ball control, Vaughn.
And until Oregon shuts it down, Penn State's using the short pass to move the ball because the running game's non-existent right now until their offensive line figures out how to block.
The offensive line really is losing the battle there in the trenches. On the pass pro, they're doing fine, but not in the run blocking.
So we'll see what Oregon, if they want to switch anything up on defense. Now he's under center.
Look at all those defenders from Oregon crowding the line.
Handoff. Singleton tries to get through, pushes through, falls forward.
Tough man to bring
that
down.
Good 3-yard NWO fall forward and gets the first down.
Yeah, I mean, Specta played it right. That's about the best you could do right there. Besides maybe making a wiggle stick move right there. Decided to go with the power behind his pads and got that fall forward animation.
All right, back out in the I formation. Looks like Oregon's playing 3-3-5 here. Bayer drops, rolls hard, looking, got a man over the middle, sees him, caught at the 10, down to the 5, dragged down at the 4.
Good tackle.
Caden Saunders, 23 yards on a first down inside the 5.
Sanders caught that ball, and he was looking for more. The middle linebacker just didn't drop far back enough in that zone coverage. Got it thrown right past him. The quarterback flushed out of the pocket and had just enough time to throw it.
I see him. He stopped. He set. I saw that guy clear over the middle, and it was just a matter of can he bullet that ball in there before the linebacker.
I wonder whose trenches are going to win right now, Vaughn.
Yeah, 2 tight end set, straight up the middle, bounces off one. No gain for Singleton.
Good penetration right there. Looked like it started with number 49 for the Ducks right there. He was able to get in the backfield while all the other Penn State guys were pushing forward. Besides him, might have been a touchdown right there. We'll see if Penn State stays on the ground or goes in the air. Gets his quarterback to be. He's shown some mobility, but this is a really tight box now. So there's going to be a lot of Ducks in coverage here. So might be tough through the air.
And we'll see if he's going to straight run this, do some play action, do a bootleg. Here's a handoff. Singleton
got the block.
Gets the outside, cuts in.
He's in.
Got the block on the outside, the seal on the edge, and walks in for a 4-yard touchdown. And we're an extra point away from a tie game.
Ducks were in a 4-4 right there. You expect a little bit more execution right there on the edge. They had it stuffed there in the middle if he would have ran to the left or the middle. So he had to go to the outside. It's where the play was designed anyways, but you hope one of the edge guys beats his dude out there with having 8 guys there, so close to the line of scrimmage. But Penn State able to get Singleton just enough running behind his pads to tie up the score. This is a good game. We got a good game right now, Vaughn.
Had that momentum so he could push the defender and fall forward and get into the end zone. So good play. Yep, very good game so far. Just a minute, 1 second into the second quarter. See what Oregon does here on their second drive. They scored pretty quick, 2 minutes last time. Patton straight up the middle, a lot of room. Breaks one tackle, falls forward, gets out just shy of the 30-yard line. What a run.
Hey, when you could run straight through the middle and get 35, like that's a pretty fucking good deal, man. He ran as strong as Singleton has run on any of these plays right there. And he's a little guy.
Yeah, and that one, it's like the Red Sea parted, and you're like, is anybody going to come down and get him, or is he just going to have to make one juke and be gone?
I could be wrong, Vaughn. I think that's a new returner for Oregon. I could be wrong.
All right. Shotgun formation. Butterfield and Lou in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion across. Here's a counter to Lou.
Yeah.
It runs over. Oh, what a tackle.
Oh, man.
Linebacker brings him down. Safety, whoever that is. I thought he was just going to run him over and keep going.
I really hope that kid was wearing his mouthpiece, Vaughn. You got to check the whole equipment right there. Check your chin strap, your mouthpiece, everything. Got to snap them up. If you got only one snap, make sure you're double snapped. Lou really finished behind his pads on there. That right shoulder pad just explosive.
All right, again, pistol formation. Fake handoff. Butterfield looking for a block.
Ooh.
Tries to follow his guard. Runs into him. Picks
Ooh.
up 6 and just enough the favorable spot there to give him the first down. And
shout out to this kid 55, the left guard.
Wow.
He was out there in space. Butterfield was patient enough to let that block develop, and he ended that with a pancake. I know Butterfield took a little bit of a hit right there, but it was what Jimmy wanted. Jimmy wanted to get past those sticks. Plus, Jimmy has some low-key freshmen that came in that could play quarterback too that are even more explosive than Butterfield in case Butterfield has to go out for a play.
All right, now they shift up. McGee goes into the slot to the right. Butterfield making a last-second change here. Here's the handoff to Lou, looking for some blocks. And, he breaks a tackle, falls forward, gets 7 yards on the – it looked like he was going to get no gain. He ends up with a 7-yard gain.
He absolutely should have been tackled for a TFL or no gain. Or Penn State was right there. Oregon, got beat on execution to the spot. But Lemon Pepper, Lou just showing how hard he is to bring down. Bullied his way through.
All right, 2nd down and 3. Right around 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. Oregon comes out again. Shotgun trips right. Single to the left on the numbers. Lou goes in motion. Butterfield swings it out to him, a little pass on the edge to the 50. 45 gets pushed out at the 43. 10-yard gain. First down, Oregon Ducks.
Staple in this offense. Yeah.
Another staple, exactly.
Lemon Pepper Lou is an absolute beast for being able to, make that last play, that last high-effort play, and then go into motion and catch the ball, 10 yards away from his, quarterback right there on the opposite field side. But great blocking by the wide receivers right there, making that first down. Great blocking.
Here's Butterfield, handoff to Lou.
Oh,
he
no!
jukes a guy off his feet.
Yeah.
And gets 7 yards.
And that's why a lot of coaches and a lot of teams still love to run this option, right? Because the option can do things like that, where a player gets in conflict with his responsibility, gets caught in space at the mesh point, and then makes a poor decision right there. Tough.
He juked him so bad he fell backwards. What a break.
I've been there as a defender, as a user defender. I've been there.
All right, Butterfield again in the pistol. Hand off to Lou, looking for a hole. Bounces. Oh, he gets tackled. A little block shed right the last second. Kept him from cutting inside.
What a great tackle. He tackled him like right now. Number 12. I'll remember that number. Because, looked like Penn State was playing off coverage right there. Maybe thinking pass. But Oregon's been really going at him right now with the run. Yeah, but he made that play. That was a great play.
Yeah, the number 12 is Cam Johnson. He's a corner.
Yeah, he finished it like a linebacker or D lineman.
Yep. Here's the counter to Lou, cuts it back inside, gets the first down, falls over the 30.
Yeah.
7-yard gain, another first down right around the 29.
And we're just seeing Oregon stay really, really consistent in running the football, whether it's with the quarterback or the halfback. The whole offense of Oregon goes through Lemon Pepper, and they've been giving him the ball, consistently feeding it to him, and Butterfield has been supplementing.
All right, shotgun again, 3 receivers. Butterfield counter again to Lou, cuts it inside and gets dragged down, but he still gets 6 yards on the play. He had a huge hole if he could have broke that tackle.
I don't know if he had the stamina to break it. He was huffing and puffing pre-play in the backfield right there. I was watching his chest rise and fall. But, yeah, if he would have broken that one, he would have had a lot of space to run. But I think he's run off the field now. I think he needs a blow.
It looks like 22. I'm not sure who 22 is because we don't have a depth chart.
Is that O'Shea Jackson Jr.?
Might be. We'll find out. I can't see because the scoreboard's blocking it. Either way, shotgun formation. Butterfield drops, pressure in his face, dumps it off into the flat. Patton's got it. Tries to
Great
juke
tackle.
and gets dragged down. Still gets a first down. That was Anton Patton there, the new running back subbing in for Lou while he gets his breather.
Yeah, I'm used to O'Shea Jackson Jr. being the backup here for the Ducks, but Patton showed some wiggle ability right there. But once again, you got to shout out Butterfield for, just waiting to the last second to release that ball and getting him in a nice space out there without anybody around him. Great tackle by Dark Spectre too with the user.
All right, Butterfield drops, looks, throws, got a man at the 5-yard line. Lou tries to hop and get away from the tackle. Gets dragged down from behind, but he gets all the way down to the 2 or 3 yard line. Another first down. You see Butterfield's perfect on the day so far. And it's 1st and goal Ducks.
Perfect example of these guys never, playing against each other. Tight end right there, or not tight end, but kind of like that angle route, the pylon route, but not by the tight end, by the halfback. But dive didn't work there, or hurdle didn't work.
There you go. Lou just powers his way right in. 2-yard run, touchdown there, puts Oregon back up. That's point ending.
Yeah, that's the crowning jewel of an offensive lineman, is that you just, push your weight around on the defensive front seven, and that's how you get rewarded right there, getting your halfback, on the field on the last play of your drive and ending with a 7-point score. They've now scored on both of their possessions. They've had 2 possessions in the first half, scored on both of them, and that one not with explosive plays, that with the time management style of just moving the sticks, taking what the defense gives you, playing hard-nosed.
We'll see if Penn State can respond here before half. As I said at the beginning, Oregon gets the ball to start the second half, so if they can get a stop, get any kind of score, spread this game out, and then start the second half with the ball, they can try and make this a quick game for them. On the other hand, Penn State gets a turnover here. Or they get a quick score.
Well, that would be tragic.
Yeah, it would be a tragic turnover.
I mean, the first turnover was tragic because they were in field goal range. And they threw that interception on a second down. That was tragic. If it happens here, it'll be even more tragic because the Ducks get the ball, and then again after the half.
Oh, Moody in his face, and he finds a guy at the 40, 45, steps out of bounds at midfield. Harrison Wallace again. The dude might catch 20 passes today, and he's lucky he got that pass off because Moody hit him as he threw the ball.
Yeah, Moody did get there that time. The pocket was not as clean as it was on the last couple, but they were running deeper routes. And Wallace, you notice how Wallace didn't get tackled immediately from the zone coverage. Instead, he was able to get, some rack yardage there. So they're looking for a little bit bigger chunks now.
And now they're out to the midfield already. Just under 2 minutes left. Only took 6 seconds on that play.
Yeah, and Oregon's coverage is coming a little bit tighter. Down onto these receivers to press.
Veyu drops, looking, throws deep down the left side, double coverage, and it's knocked down. Had to wait to see if he's going to get the rebound interception or not.
Deep safety help once again. Vaughn prevented that from happening. He had Wallace on that crossing route, decided to go deeper, and that's not what you do on first down.
Yeah, it's weird because he overthrew everybody in that one where he threw a cross field, and this one the ball just kind of floated a little bit. The wind's blowing from his right to his left, so it should have helped him.
That pass was reminiscent of the first deep pass where if a little bit more air was under it, something better could happen.
All right, Veyer drops, looking's got two men open over the middle. This time caught, first down inside the 40. Ron Montgomery's first catch of the game. And move the chains.
Great chain mover right there. The quarterback really, threaded the needle with that one, and the Ducks might be able to pluck one up if they keep, throwing into these real tight crossing windows here.
He had his choice on that one because he had 2 guys crossing, and they were both open, so it just mattered which side of the field he wanted to make that throw to.
As long as he keeps leading his receivers, he'll be fine. There you go.
Big run by Singleton, huge opening, and gets 13 yards on the play. He almost doubled his yards. He did almost double his yards on that one carry. That was great blocking by Penn State's line on that one.
Penn State running to the right. The other time that he had a really effective run was also to the right. Something about that right side, maybe a little stronger for whatever reason. I don't know if that's the defense or the offense, but his 2 good runs have been to the right side.
Maybe Moody's getting too much penetration and they're just pushing him out of the run.
Moody loves penetration.
Cups up to the middle, and it's going to pick up 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 as we close in on the 1 minute mark.
Yeah, all the other guys on the college campus, they just like, drinking beer and hanging out. But Moody likes, the ladies.
What's that deep penetration in the backfield, right?
Oh, chill out, pimp. Yeah, that's exactly it, though. I think that he's got that tattooed on himself.
All right, 2nd and 8. Game clock is rolling now. Down to 50 seconds.
Yeah, all timeouts still available, though. We'll see what happens.
Tight trips to the right. Bayer looks, throws deep down the sideline
Man,
again in
man.
the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. No, dropped it. Wow, I thought he's going to catch
At the
it
last second, the defender got his hand in there, and it looked like the Penn State receiver might have came down with it with a one-handed grab, but may have had a foot out. I'm not exactly sure. That was a crazy exchange, but the balls on that quarterback to throw that again on 2nd down. Had single coverage, though. Got to credit him that he didn't throw into double that time. Wanted it all right there, Vaughn. But 42 seconds would have been a lot to give Oregon back.
Yeah. Especially with all the timeouts. I mean, he threw it right where he had to, and he just couldn't hang on.
Crazy. Fun.
Another big 3rd down conversion here. Here comes a blitz off the edge, picked up, and he gets by one and still gets taken down by the blitzer. And big sack, first one of the game. It's going to bring up a 4th and 18, 37
and Oregon
seconds
takes the timeout, Vaughn. They're expecting to get this ball back. It'll be interesting to see what Penn State does here.
Saw that corner blitz coming, and he got picked up. Then he got pressure up the middle, and then when he tried to run, the corner shed and got that sack. So,
yeah, there was a lot of penetration there from the right side, and it was like he was going to get away from one of them, then the second one slid off at the same time, and then he was just stuck between them both.
Looks like Penn State's going to go for it unless they come out here and call timeout.
Yeah.
Got 4th and 18.
Take a shot.
Dropping way back.
Got 5 wides.
And now they're going to call timeout.
Yeah, Oregon wants to get in the right defense, but now that they've seen the alignment, now they could call exactly what they want. They were already in a good defense, but now they're going to call something dialed in for exactly the alignment that they saw, the empty set from Penn State.
Yeah, if he does decide to kick the field goal, it's 50 yards from here, and the wind is 3 miles an hour from right to left.
The biggest problem, though, Vaughn, is that Spect is like a new user versus user. It's really tough to get that kicking timing down in online play, right? It's so difficult. The learning curve for me was a long time.
Yeah, I almost, as soon as it gets to that last yellow mark, I have to hit it up real hard right there, and it seems to be the best timing, but...
And depending upon like where you are with momentum, I feel like that fucks with it even more.
Yeah. And quick drop throws deep down the middle. It's going to be picked off right at the 10-yard line by Sewell, looking for some blockers. Gets to the outside, dragged down right at the 20.
And he's got 29 seconds to work with and 2 timeouts.
So actually, it ended up being a better situation from Penn State because if they missed a field goal, they're going to be back even further towards midfield. So at least they got them inside their own 20.
Yeah. Vaughn, that play really started with the pressure from the left end. And he got picked up at the last second, but he came flying around the corner so hard that Specta had to assume that he was going to get through, and he delivered a little bit early.
Butterfield drops deep inside.
Oh, that was almost picked up.
Caught by McGee, struggles, drags the guy forward for another 10 yards. 7 McGee, a 24-yard gain.
What a dotty by Butterfield. He absolutely put it where the defender couldn't get it.
All right, 21 seconds left. They scramble back to the line of scrimmage. No huddle. Trips tight to the short side over here. Butterfield drops, looks, got the man up the numbers. Graham runs over a defender down to the 40-yard line.
Both teams both have 2 timeouts. We've crossed the 50. Now I'd say we're probably in field goal range now. But I do think that Penn State, with tight coverage right here, might be susceptible to the deep ball. I think they want it all right here.
Over the middle, McGee. Man, that defender could have been user. He could have snagged that because it was right there for him to go get. But
there's a learning curve for that user,
So now they're down to 11 seconds left. Oregon calls the timeout, stop the clock, give themselves plenty of time. They should have at least 2 plays here.
And how aggressive does Oregon want to be? Throwing it into coverage takes away at least 3 here. But then again, you want 7. But they're getting the ball back right here, Vaughn, at the beginning of the second half. Butterfield's perfect, 7 for 7, 106 yards.
Yep.
Maybe they are feeling aggressive.
Yeah, 2 plays here. They got a timeout. They got 2 plays. dumps it right at the first down. He gets
Holy
popped and dropped.
shit.
Lemon Pepper Lou gets the first down. 7 seconds left. One timeout left. And I wonder if they're going to hustle up to the line, try and get one more play, see if they can get a few more yards, take a quick shot to the end zone, maybe set it up in the middle of the field. I don't know. Butterfield drops down to 4, 3, lobs it, and he almost got picked on the
user
rebound
play there by Specta.
Wow.
Great job by Jimmy, trying to hit 9 Lou. Looked like he was coming free, but Specta clicked the button, changed the user defender, came over and clapped that out of there. Basically, Jimmy ran the same play but flipped it to the other side. Specta didn't fall for it. He knew what was coming. He jumped all over that ball and crushed him. And you don't see many drops from a guy as consistent as Lemon Pepper. He missed it, Vaughn. Yeah.
He missed it.
Forced the miss.
It wide right on the short side. Wow.
I think Jimmy rushed that kick. I think he was keeping with pace, hearing the drum beat and everything like that. And we didn't see Specta call a timeout to try to ice him. Of course, Jimmy had back pocket timeouts too, so he could have, probably unbroken the ice. But geez, Vaughn, I think he just rushed it a little bit on that one, and it took away 3. And Oregon almost got away with 7 there. This is a tight ball game after all. When it's all said and done, it's weird.
Yeah, he was lining that kick up how far he was on that hash and how far he had to come back. And it looked like he lined it up right with the post. And I was thinking, is he going to not make this? Because the wind was blowing left to right. Didn't affect it that much. I think it was just an alignment thing, and he rushed it, like you said.
Two balls by the quarterback that were thrown into double coverage is our issue with turnovers right now, and that's keeping points off of the Penn State scoreboard. And then the other difference is just one team knows their running back so fucking well and has the horses up front to have a dominant run game right now. That's the Ducks. And Penn State's still trying to find that. That's the difference in this ball game right now. Besides those 2 obvious picks, credit Oregon for having the safeties in the right position and using those plays. Absolutely. But man, oh man. I mean, up front right now, the Oregon Ducks are dominant. That's putting the other coaches in the league on notice. You better bring your lunch pail when Lemon Pepper Lou is running the football behind the Ducks O-line.
Well, same thing on the other side of the ball with them trying to run the ball. Other than that one good run to the right where he gained 13 yards and pretty much doubled his yards for the whole half, they shut down the middle, shut down the left side. It's been hard for Penn State to do anything on the ground, so they've had to throw the ball. And that Harrison Wallace dude, he had 7 catches in the first half, and he's the reason why this is only a 7-point game right now.
Yeah, I think that in the second half, if Penn State can kind of speed up the learning curve about running, the football in a user game, I think we could see a little bit of difference in the second half. But we're gonna have to start with Penn State playing some defense here as Patton brings it out.
Straight up the middle,
shit.
Nice juke, runs into his own guy.
His own fucking dude.
He probably could have gained at least 10 or 15 more on that play. And if he
His
breaks
eyes-
the tackle, it goes to the house.
His eyes must have been downfield, looking at who was running at him. He didn't even see the friendly fire right there, Pip.
That's all right. They're going to start at their own, was it 21 and a half? It's only their fourth, because I forgot they had one at the end of the half. Here's Lou running off tackle and being held up. It finally fell down. Gains 5 on the play, 2nd down and 5.
He kind of ran into his own guy there, Vaughn. Great off tackle call, following his blocks, following his pads, but ran into his own guy a little bit there.
Let's see what he does here on 2nd down.
That hole looked majorly big, and then credit Penn State for staying tough and holding the point.
Despite the first half that Butterfield had, he only had 1 incomplete pass whole half. You might see a heavy dose of Lou here in the second half to try and just shorten the game.
They might run it also with Butterfield too.
There's Lou trying to get to the outside. Good tackle in space, drags him down. Only 1 yard there.
1 yard, but it was 2nd and 5, and now it's 3rd and 5. What math is this Steiner math?
It was probably 2nd and 5.5, and now it's 3rd and 4.5. So.
Yeah, I mean, I call shenanigans. I saw a PI earlier not get called, so these refs, trust them as far as I could throw them.
All right, 3rd and 5. we saw
Critical
at
down, Vaughn. Critical down.
halftime. This is only their second third down of the game.
Butterfield
Penn
is
State was 2 out of
throbbing.
4 in the first half.
5
Butterfield
wides
looks,
empty.
throws. Oh, and it hit
Off
him
the
in
helmet? Shoulder
Yeah.
pad? What is that?
didn't put his hands up.
up.
Head butted it down.
Everybody crossing right there at the same point. It looked like we had cats and dogs living together. I mean, we had wide receivers crossing where defenders were too, and it bounced right off a duck. Duck never saw it.
That's what happens when you run the mesh play. You got so many guys running in the same area, and you got to wait for somebody to clear to get the other guy. And if you throw it too early, you end up hitting the wrong guy in the head. So,
true to Iowa form, Jimmy is outstanding in special teams. This good angled kick. Let's see how.
and he fumbled. Oh, he jumps on it.
And
He's trying to catch it on the
fortunately,
run.
yeah, because the Ducks were in full sprint attack mode to go and retrieve that ball. I've seen that, bounce off guys' heads before, and they're nowhere near it. Very fortunate for Penn State, Oregon. Great execution.
He's trying to grab that on the run and just didn't get his hands up and headbutted it down.
And if he doesn't try to get that ball, it probably bounces another 20 yards.
Yeah, it was a nice low angle kick that was going to skip.
Yeah.
Vader drops. Good pocket. It's got two guys over the middle. Oh.
No.
I was going to say, he had two guys in the middle standing there blocking nobody, and then he threw it over the middle of the two Oregon Duck guys, and no one got it. Wow.
I thought he was loading up for a deep shot, Vaughn. I thought he was going to take one of the sideline guys deep, and he threw it right across the middle right there. There was a Duck sitting right there.
He had a halfback and a guard standing right in front of him blocking air, and had all day long, and then tried to fit that in where there's two defenders. He's lucky he didn't throw a pick there. Vader drops.
Oh, shit,
Moody.
here comes Moody.
Oh, he missed
whiffed
down
him.
the left side. Caught at the 20.
User catch.
Down to the 15, down to the 13. What a catch. User missed it on the defensive end. Vader sidestepped the sack by Moody and get the big clutch throw down to the 14.
That was the kind of shit that a couple of these other coaches that have played Specta so far have kind of been upset about. He's been getting some downfield success in these catches. But, man, I mean, how did Von Moody miss him?
Here's Singleton up the middle and doesn't get much. It's going to be 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Yeah, I was ready for the sack there, and he kind of just shrugged it off.
He blew up that right tackle, Vaughn. He absolutely destroyed him, sat him on his ass.
And then he throws it down the side, and the whiff on the user trying to pick it, and the guy's just wide open. I'm surprised he didn't take it to the house, but
yes.
Here we are, 2nd and 8, down to 12.
Gonzalez trying to get people pumped right here.
They are rolling hard, trying to get away from Moody.
Moody's too fast.
Throws it away at the last second to avoid a sack.
At a certain point, everybody learns that Von Moody is just too fast to try to pull that off on. He had that wide attack angle anyways to begin with, Von Moody did, so he didn't really have to do so much when he ran right into his own space.
All right, see what he wants to do here. 3rd down and 8 from the 12.
Yep.
Really needs to get a touchdown, not the field goal here.
Well, I think a field goal keeps you in the game, but you put a little bit more pressure on your defense to stop them, and they've only been able to do that on one possession so far because the missed field goal is more a special teams error than a clutch defensive performance. Even though he did stop them on 3rd down.
And you got to figure if you're going to go on 4th down, you don't have to take a shot to the end zone. You don't have to get all the yards on this one play.
Got him.
There's a pass out to the flat. Manning
1st down.
Brings down Wallace inside the 5, 10-yard gain, moves the chains. There we go. 8 catches for 100 yards. Doing business.
Braveheart. I'm wearing my kilt right now. You can't see it. But that man is stepping up today for the Lions. He is just – it's like the three-point contest when they shoot that money ball, how it's worth more. That guy just – he does it in the clutch when it really matters. He's got that clutch gene.
You see Penn State's got 12 completions, 8 of them to that guy right there.
Quarterback could really use a passing touchdown here, Vaughn.
2 picks on the day. Set, pitch to the outside, gets to the edge, gets around Sewell, and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Singleton.
I thought like for sure.
3 different times Oregon could have tackled him.
Yo, I mean, there's not much more patience you could have as a running back than that. And I'm just going to credit the player and just say that that's patience. But Jesus Christ, I thought Sewell was going to light his ass up.
He had 3 shots to bring him down, and he missed all 3. So
fucking A. And that's just the unconventional part of being a brand new user. Like other user coaches that have played a lot are going to be like, okay, that's different. Like, that's not usually how you draw it up or execute. Hope to execute.
I'd have been hitting triangle the whole time and diving at his legs.
But
All
now
right,
he has
Pat.
2 touchdowns rushing on the game.
Oh, he sheds off one tackler at
Ooh.
the 15, gets to the
Ooh.
outside to the 25, and out of bounds at the 28. Patton, 34-yard return. Looked like he was going to get 10 and ends up with 34.
Yo, Vaughn, he's low-key hard to bring down. We saw him get that 35-yarder up the middle where he was tough to bring down, and that one was just on full display that he has some break tackle ability.
All right, Oregon starts at their own 29 here. Tie game. 4.5 minutes left in the quarter.
Oregon's had 4 possessions, 2 of which have ended in a touchdown.
See what they want to do here, how patient they want to be. If they want to take some shots, or they're just going to grind it. Here's Franklin. Fake by Lou on the Wildcat. Gets to the outside. He's got a host of guys, and he's going to go all the way, folks. No one is even remotely close. Even that straggler at the end. Give it up. Touchdown. 71 yards. Lemon Pepper Lou says, get out of my way.
I think that was a direct. Was that a direct snap out of the Wildcat?
Yeah. Yep. Direct snap. Did the fake to my favorite receiver on the team, Franklin.
Yeah, you load up all the personnel there on the right side, and then you cut it back left. And unless your guys can really be a dude right there and either hold the point really strong or show some speed to catch up, that's the result. And for Penn State, that's a little disheartening because they were fighting and clawing their way back in. They were just getting some defensive success, and now Oregon, with their bread and butter type play, scores in a quick shot.
Yeah, he had three guys out in front the entire time, and they didn't block anybody. The wild duck, as JT says in chat.
Yeah.
All right, Dino's Bar and Grill going to kick off again. Penn State's taking every kickoff as a touchback. This one's a little shorter. See if they want to run this one or not. Nope, not chancing it.
Yeah, they're glad to take it out over there at the 25, spotted right there in the middle of the field.
All right, so he's got plenty of time here. Doesn't have to rush.
Yeah, and I think they capped off that last possession, Vaughn, by running the football, which was really strong. They moved the ball with that big catch, but then they ran the ball to end the possession in the end zone. And here's a good positive run.
High formation, runs right off tackle, right between the guard tackle. Finds 8 yards. Give me 2nd down and 2.
Singleton, even though he doesn't have the most yardage, he has reached pay dirt twice. So he's not exactly cold, Vaughn. You know, no. You would like the quarterback to share some of that success. You know, that's what I was talking about. He has 2 interceptions and no touchdowns. If you got to throw your way out of this, but they might be able to run a little bit to, get this thing on the right track.
All right, handoff. Singleton cuts back, gets the 1st down, falls forward out to the 46-yard gain, moves the chains again, and another 1st down for the Nittany Lions. And they're getting their run game going now, and you notice they're on the right side of their offensive line.
Credit the O-line right there. Credit the coach for the call. Back-to-back run plays, moving the sticks. Credit Singleton for the vision to cut back and find that gap in between the linemen. Because that edge was totally toasted.
Good defense playing the run to the outside. He cuts it straight up the middle.
Another good cut.
Yep. They were overplaying it to the outside. He noticed that, cut it right back immediately, found a hole, picks up 6, and it's going to be 2nd down and 4.
I mean, right there, that play looked like it was set up to the outside, followed the backside, saw the butt, went right up the field, put his foot in the dirt, went right up the field, and got 6 out of that one. That's 3 runs in a row, though, so let's see if they keep going with him. If he, gets, taps his helmet and gets somebody else in here, we'll see what happens. Haven't seen a lot of Penn State figuring it out. Nope. 2 tight ends.
Yeah. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers to the right side. Looks like they're stepping up the press, too.
Yeah, Ducks are coming down.
Here's the
play
fake.
Action.
Rolls hard. It's got a room.
Good protection. Could have scrambled single man on man. There's that PI I want, Vaughn. There's that PI I'm talking about. I mean, I guess he's making a play on the ball, but, yeah. It's a little bit of contact downfield there.
I thought he was going to just take it and roll up the sideline when he first started running.
JT in chat. Look at that. Look at JT in chat. See? He agrees with me. He agrees with me. But the play action, the quarterback was out there. He could have scrambled for some yards. The blocking was set up there well.
Especially since it's only 3rd and 4. He could have picked up the 1st down with his legs.
A lot of Ducks near the line of scrimmage here again, Vaughn. You got 9 guys there.
Playing the run to the right, looks like. And they're going to go opposite, cuts it up the middle, and gets dragged
Oh,
down 1 yard gain.
almost. Jacobs
4th
with
and
the great
3.
play right there, Vaughn.
See how aggressive
He
wants to
slipped
be.
past the fullback. The fullback just didn't see him. It's like he never saw him. He just ran right past him. You would like the fullback to pick up that block. Left the
All right,
running
4th
back exposed. 101. Got tackled.
4th and 3 at the 46. Their own 46. It's his first 4th down. The other one was at the end of the first half? Yeah.
Ducks are fired up. See this as an opportunity to shut the door on Penn State right here. If they could get the ball here, they'd really shut the door on them.
Bayer
Put them
drops.
away.
Good pocket, looking, throws over the middle, caught. Does he hang on? Yes, down at the 30-yard line. That man.
And who is it?
Harrison Wallace again, 24 yards on 4th down. I'm sorry. Dude is unreal.
I don't think there's a lot of completions that are not to Wallace. I think 100% of the attempts thrown to other players are incomplete, and I think 100% of the completions are to Wallace.
He's got 9 already.
9? I thought he had more than that.
No, 9 for over 100 yards.
Okay, so 4 of them are not to him. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating again.
Bayer drops, quick throw.
Should have been
and
picked. Manning is a beast.
Put his hands on the ball and just couldn't finish the deal, man. He might have gone down the sideline if he makes that one.
Manning's a rising. You're right about that. Manning is a rising star. I've seen him get multiple picks in a game. I've seen him get a pick 6. And on that one, he absolutely had to hit him dead in the hands. Brick-handed motherfucker on that play.
He's also had a kick 6 before. Same dude.
Baby back on that play.
Bayer in the shotgun, 4 receiver set. Drops, rolls, looks. Nobody's open.
You scramble for
inside
that,
the 30. Yeah. What a move. Jukes inside. Gets
gotta
out of
make
bounds.
sure you don't fumble it.
3rd down and 2. I thought he was just going to run out of bounds, and he cut it back inside and then spun out of bounds.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get hit, sticked, or fumbled. But my God, you know what? The decision, the maturation right there, you see it on full display. Nobody was open. Instead of forcing it across the field or downfield into coverage, he just scrambles for it, got positive yardage, and now it's 3rd and 2. Very manageable. But I hope we don't fully abandon the run here.
Here we go. Tight end fullback to the left.
There you go.
Handoff right up the middle. Tries to cut back. Gets hammered down. No gains. Going to bring up another 4th down.
52 is a problem right now for the Penn State Nittany Lions in the run game. Back to back, we see him filling the fucking hole and ending the play early, forcing another 4th down, Vaughn. Last time he did that, it led to a 4th down, and now Penn State is in that clutch, sweaty mode, having to go for it again on 4th down. Shout out 52.
4th and 2, and they're coming out with a 5 receiver set. Under center as well. Wow. Quick drop. Looks, throws deep over the middle, inside the 10, down to the 5.
Who is it, Vaughn?
Great catch.
Oh,
it's Dotton.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Wallace again. I thought it was number 10. I swear to God, I thought I saw number 10 again. I swear to God. Yeah. And he had another guy going across a little bit shorter, but saw that guy perfectly timed it through it. And these Penn State guys are getting hit while catching the ball, and they're holding on.
All right, it's going to be 1st and goal just inside the 5-yard line. I'm going to come out with a 2 tight end set here, 2 receivers to the left.
4 down linemen, a lot of backers right there. Going to try to push it
straight up the middle, pushing forward, drop down around the 3, 2-yard gain for Singleton.
Yeah, we're really testing who is going to come out on top in the trenches. Is it going to be the Ducks or is it going to be the Lions? The running back for the Nittany Lions already has 2 rushing touchdowns today. It's the quarterback who hasn't thrown for anything, but that running back, Specht is confident in the running back down here at the goal line type situation, Vaughn.
All right, 2nd down and goal from the 2. 40 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Game clock rolling.
5 down linemen, look.
Yep.
3 tight ends on the field.
Here's the pitch, trying to get to the edge, gets a block, tries to run through
one.
He does, and falls
Singleton's
into the end zone.
hard to bring down, Vaughn. Singleton is officially hard to bring down. Sewell was out there. Jimmy's user, Sewell, was out there. He was taking a good angle. He was hiding behind. He could fill the first gap or stretch it all the way to the end zone and meet him at the goal line. And man, I mean, Singleton is just hard to bring down as the first guy attempted to tackle him and couldn't.
All right, got a tie game. 28 seconds left here in the third quarter, so 7:28 left in this game. It's tied.
Impressive drive there for the Nittany Lions, but how much more of that magic can they continue to convert on fourth down?
2 fourth down conversions, huge. Here's Carter
Look at
this
that
time.
blo-
Get to the
oh, that
outside.
pancake pip.
Back inside, breaks a tackle.
He better
to the
tackle him.
35.
Dwayne Carter Jr., the other returner. We haven't called his
40
name yet
yards.
for a return. He was hard to bring down too.
I know.
And one of the Ducks just absolutely flatlined one of the Nittany Lions on that one, man. It's good blocking on the coverage.
Yeah, everybody wants to piss test these guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Butterfield, hand off to Lou on the counter, gets to the outside, missed tackle there, and he gets pushed out, but not until he gets 12-yard gain and a first down.
Speaking of piss test, I mean,
170.
I mean, with that the one direct snap was probably how many on its own?
71, exactly.
Yeah,
71 yards.
That was disgusting. But still, 100 yards on what, like 13 carries, whatever else was remaining. That's. I mean, he gets that kind of work, but Jesus Christ, I mean, that's piss test for sure.
All right, split them out. Trips to the right, one to the short side.
Yeah.
Fake handoff. Butterfield
Beautiful
tries to get
user.
on the read option.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Made the tackle, 2-yard loss, bring up second down and 12, and we're going to go to the fourth quarter.
Spector was outstanding on defense right there. He was the defensive tackle when the play begun. He was staying home when he saw that it was a read option and Lou might get it. He clicked onto the end, tackled Lou, and then when he found out that it was the quarterback, clicked back to the defensive tackle and tackled Butterfield. Great stop right there. Jimmy doesn't always get stuff like that on read options.
There's Butterfield, drops, looks, screen pass to Lou. He's got a block in front. Can he get to it? Yes.
Wow.
Gets the first down inside the 40. Great block on the outside.
Outstanding experience play right there for Jimmy. And I didn't think Butterfield had the best release right there. He had been really waiting for the defenders to come up on him and giving Lou a lot of space to get those screens. Lou didn't have quite as much space, but used his blockers so well. Credit that user.
Yeah, we're waiting to see if that offensive lineman could get out there and pick up that safety or not. He just got there in time.
Oh, that D tackle that Spector was whiffed, and he went for he went for Lou.
There's Butterfield cutting it inside, runs over somebody,
and the fumble
the ball at the 20, and Penn State has it.
That's why you slide with the QB. Fuck.
Wow.
Butterfield does not fumble the ball very often at all.
Tragic.
Absolutely, Vaughn. It was because they were absolutely fucking marching down the field to respond back to Penn State's last 7 points scored. And if he would have just, been able to hold on the ball right there, they would have been threatening deep. My God, Penn State caught a break right there. Credit their defenders, but Jesus.
Did you see that defensive tackle Lou on the fake?
I did. Spector made a great play. He fucked him up, yeah.
All right, Vayer rolls out. It's got a man down the sidelines.
He's launching the big one. I think he's got it.
No, and it's knocked down, incomplete.
We might have learned the total arm strength capability of the quarterback right there. Either that or Spector's pissed that that the quarterback didn't put more air under that because he did have a step on him. Might have waited a little bit too long, but wanted to make sure that the defender wasn't out there.
All right, second down and 10. 6.5 minutes left here in the game.
That was a big threatening play right there.
Vayer drops, rolls hard.
Oh, no, there's Von Moody.
Throws it away.
Yep.
He ran into that play. If he just stays in the pocket and stays patient, he had plenty of blocking in front. He could have waited all day long to throw.
Yes, but back-to-back plays downfield, going downfield, trying to capitalize on the turnover, but it was a fumble. It was a ground turnover, so maybe running the football, one of those two first plays would have been good, but Von Moody, too quick right there. Spector done a good job of, throwing the ball away.
Drops, looks, throws, and caught for a first down at the 30. I don't know. I'm shocked. I couldn't tell who caught the ball. I had to wait.
You're shocked. Jimmy's shocked.
Wow.
I saw Sewell there. I thought he might have a chance at that one. But, tight window throws. Once again, we've been seeing that all game. I mean, at a certain point, it's just mounting frustration, that none of these are not getting picked off.
All right, first down after 31. 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Algorithm, thanks for the raid. Under center, two tight ends. Singleton up the middle, bounces off his guard, falls forward behind the center, picks up 6.
Very productive run. I thought Von Moody slicing in there was going to light his ass up, but he manipulated it just enough, and I can't use another word besides patient, I guess. To just follow the Penn State move the line of scrimmage a little bit on that play.
And he kind of bounced off the guard and then followed the center all the way up as far as he could go. All right, and they're spreading them out now. 4 receivers, 2nd down and 4. Closing in on 5.5 minutes left. Veyer drops. Moody swinging way out. Throws. Caught just shy of midfield. Another 1st down.
Nasty execution. Great play design. Didn't take any risk throwing it downfield. Just waited for his man to cross. Great pass protection there, Vaughn.
Yeah, he had plenty of time. Moody came way off the edge, and he was way in the backfield, but he went all the way around, and he just stood up, took a step up, plenty of time, and found that guy wide open.
The quarterback for Penn State took your advice right there and just stayed in the pocket, delivered the ball.
Yeah, offset eye here. Oregon. Everybody's crashed down around the line of scrimmage. Here's a handoff.
This is fun.
Hold to the outside.
This is fun.
Gets
Yes.
to the edge. Spins.
Yes.
Picks up. Says he's going to pick up 10. It's 9.5. It's going to be
I love
2nd
it.
inches.
This is fun.
Down to the 42-yard line. 5:13 left in the game here.
I thought for sure it was going to be a run to the right. And it went to the left, and oh, man, that was fun.
Got a nail biter here. Where's Revamp? This is definitely a slobber knocker. All right. Handoff straight up the middle. Just gets enough to get the 1st down. Move the chains. 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Tie game.
Great tackle by 52. That made me hold my breath right there. That Singleton wouldn't fumble. He's been a good runner, hitting pay dirt a few times. But Jesus, 52's been a playmaker all day, and I thought he might strip the ball out right there.
There's Revamp. All right.
Oh, and here's the tight press coverage here, Vaughn.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. Quick handoff, looks for a hole. Shut down, gains 1 yard on the play. Be 2nd down and 9. You can see Penn State's slowing the pace down now. They're trying to chew some of this clock up so they don't have way too much time left for Oregon to respond.
Well, they're not forgetting the run game, which has been the theme of the day. There have been maybe a drive or two where I thought they could have ran the ball maybe 1 or 2 more times. But to be honest with you, they stuck with the run game even though when it wasn't working in the first half.
Yeah, you got to be patient. When you get down 2 or 3 scores, then you got to. He picked it
up
up.
the blitz.
Throws, the middle caught. 1st down. Wow. That's that guy again, Wallace.
That's a Dottie too, Vaughn. That's a Dottie. The defender is right fucking there. That guy's got huge nuts.
I thought he was going to get sacked. He had a lot of pressure coming off to his right. All of it got picked up. He just stepped up and threw that dot over the middle, and somehow Wallace caught that, got the 1st down. Down to the 27, 4:15 left in the 4th quarter.
Vaughn, those last 2 plays, the Ducks have brought some heat. The first one, the run play, it was good enough play to get 1 yard, and then that play, completed that pass. Incredible. Oh, there's a pancake by
Singleton. Tries to take it to the outside, breaks 2 tackles. He's inside the 20, tackled at the 15. What a run by Singleton.
Yeah, and there was a pancake by a Penn State lineman. They are starting to assert themselves in the trenches. The Ducks' defensive line starting to get pushed around a little bit, and the tacklers finding out that Singleton is just as strong to bring down as he is in the 1st quarter.
All right, under 4 minutes left here. 1st and goal, not 1st and goal. 1st and 10 at the 15.
Right, JT? He's been doing that all game.
And off straight up the middle. Singleton gets met and dropped. Little gain. Says he gained 2. Looked like he only gained 1.
But once again, Vaughn, the reason why that is because that left guard had pushed his defender back. The line of scrimmage is being pushed back. And so, what doesn't seem to be much or like a hole or anything, the line of scrimmage still moved.
All right, 2 receivers to the right, tight end, fullback to the left. We've seen this position before. Follows his block, tries to get to the outside, gets dragged down at the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Penn State.
Tried a clever spin move right there at the end to try to get through that last defender. That was the last defender to basically stop him, and that allowed the defensive end, who was still in pursuit, just enough time to catch him.
All right, 3rd and 5.
Critical down.
Under 3 minutes left. In field goal range. Doesn't want to make a mistake. Tie game. Drops. Looks. Throws back to the right. Caught. And touchdown. Is that our boy Wallace again?
I don't know, Vaughn, but that was in the middle of 3 defenders. He's the only guy who takes, who leaps off of his feet. He's the only guy who puts his hands up out of 3 duck defenders in that area.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it was Wallace because it was a single-digit guy.
You gonna crown him?
I don't think it was. I don't think it was Saunders. The bar that tells you the yardage and all that stuff and the touchdown is not showing
You
up.
want to crown him? You want to crown him? Then crown their ass.
Sorry, I played double.
All right, Penn State gets their first lead of the game.
But they got to
2:48
protect
left.
it. Yeah.
Oregon gets the ball back. They've had 3 good kickoff returns this game already.
And Vaughn, they've had 2 absolutely monstrous drives, and in a missed field goal, and 1 in a fumble. And if they would have had any points from those 2 drives, they would be leading, probably leading at this point right now. So Oregon's had no problems moving the ball. I think I only remember one time where they had to punt. I think they only punted one game.
Yeah, that's where the receiver bounced off
his
head
helmet.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, Oregon's moved the ball. So Penn State's really got to lock in and play some good D here.
Here's the wild duck
Direct
again.
snap,
Luke
yeah.
trying to get to the outside, gets
Yeah.
dragged down. They stayed at home on that side again.
Yeah, I mean, look at the night and day difference between that first play that was ran and the second time that it was ran. The last one went for 71, you said, and a TD?
Yeah, 71 yards.
Yeah, they've caught up to Lou a little bit, but he's such a key feature, and he could catch and, do things out of the backfield, and Jimmy does such a good job in the screen passes. I mean, he's going to be a problem. Penn State really has to, do a good job here.
All right, pistol formation. Lou gets to the outside, and gets swallowed up and dropped just shy of the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. 2:10 left here in the 4th quarter. Big 3rd down for Oregon.
Great job by both coaches on that play. What were you saying,
4
Vaughn?
down territory. It's 4 down. It has to be 4 down territory. So,
I mean, Jimmy's got 3 timeouts, and he's a great special teams coach, but I'm guessing that he has the confidence to go for it on 4th here.
yeah,
We'll see on this third play.
You only need 5 yards.
Was a
Right,
halfback
setting up that screen. Lou's got it. Got the blocking.
Plenty.
To the outside.
Cross
Cuts
the
it back
50.
in. That one guy to juke, and he spins right into the
Spun
tackle.
the wrong way. He spun the wrong
Over
way.
the 50.
Vaughn. I know Jimmy was looking for him to spin the other way.
And we get a roughing the passer call on the play, so it's going to be 1st down at the 32 of Penn State.
Well, key tagline here. What's the signature trademark? What's the word?
Tragic. Peanut.
Tragic. Cockamamie motherfucker. The ref finally throws a flag.
Oregon still has to put the ball in the end zone here, so we got 1:45 left. Fake handoff. Butterfield tries to get the outside, bounces off one, spins, and gets swarmed over by 2 guys.
Should have been a TFL. Butterfield,
Second down and 8.
Jimmy's slippery with Butterfield, man. I think Jimmy does a great job of getting the most out of Butterfield on the ground game.
It's got that functional speed. Doesn't have to be a burner. Don't have to have 89 speed.
And
Just
not
gotta
afraid
have
to still run with him after the fumble.
Now he goes under center here.
Yeah, no huddle.
Fake handoff.
Play action.
Butterfield looks, dumps it out in the flat.
Ooh,
Franklin at the 20.
Franklin's gross.
And
yeah.
just shy of the 15. Gets the 1st down. Stops the clock temporarily at 1:16. Oregon runs no huddle.
Oregon's going to stay with the no huddle. A lot of pressure on both coaches right now. This is really tight.
All right, Butterfield drops pressure
Screen
coming
again.
off his left screen,
Great
and Lou gets
tackle.
swallowed up. Great defensive play by the linebacker.
Good
Stayed there,
God.
dragged him down.
He's so big, Vaughn. He might be a D lineman.
Yeah, he's got that linebacker number. That's why I said
Right.
it. So
I know.
probably a
I know.
D tackle.
That's a great play by whatever he plays, because Lou, has been killing on those kind of plays all game. On the last one, he crossed the 50-yard line on a major play. But this lets Oregon settle down a little bit, get really into their offense, really dial up something nice.
All right, 2nd down, 15, 45 seconds left. Game clock is rolling. Butterfield drops, looks, throws. McGee catches at the 15 and gets stopped right at the 11-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 with 35 seconds left.
Oh, my
It's like Oregon
God.
called a timeout.
Spector was using the defensive tackle right there. Had a great duck move underneath, no pun intended, underneath the right guard. Was slipping past him, but Butterfield just stepped up and fired a fastball over the middle right there. And Spector didn't have enough time to click on to the defender and have a chance to pick that off. So it was a completed pass and getting him ever so closer now. 3rd and 5. Big play right there. And this play's even bigger, Vaughn.
Yeah, definite 4-down territory. You got to get the ball in the end zone.
Definite 4-down territory.
Doesn't have to throw it in the end zone. Just needs to get close to a first down. Get up, get over the first down line, stop the clock again.
Just got to be smart with the football, protect the football, execute.
Here we go in that pistol with the 3 running backs. Fake Butterfield tries to cut inside and gets dragged down just shy of the 10 again. It's going to be a 4th and 4. We're under 30 seconds. Game clock is rolling.
Chess match is on, Vaughn. That defender stayed home without him making the tackle. Would have been walking into it for a first down.
There you go. I was going to say he's got 2 timeouts. No need to rush and not get the right play call. Call your timeout.
At this point, the seconds were flying off of the clock, the valuable seconds. But Oregon, I mean, they're at home. This is the kind of position they want to be in right here. Be able to, score right here and possibly tie it up or steal one.
Does not have to take a shot at the end zone, right just outside the 10. He only needs 4 yards. Just move the chains. The clock will stop temporarily. Get out of bounds. It'll stop until he's ready to go in the next play. So he's got all of his plays at his disposal here. He doesn't have to take a shot. He just needs to get the first down. 5 receivers. Butterfield drops, throws, and it's picked off at the goal line to the 10. Dragged down just shy of the 20, and Penn State just sealed their first win in the NWO with a big user pick right near the goal line. What a second half by the Nittany Lions.
Vaughn, that was an incredible user play. I saw what Jimmy saw. I thought that route was open. Butterfield threw a fucking laser, but maybe didn't lead him enough. He threw a fucking laser. And Spector's got to learn that he just needs to kneel the ball right here. Because him fucking running a play right there is not what you do, Pip.
That's a good way to fumble the ball and give it right back. Just let this clock roll out, and that'll be game. So Penn State.
I am shocked by that user turnover right there. Not that Spector pulled it off, but I thought Butterfield threw a fucking laser. I thought I saw some separation. I thought the timing was decent. Maybe not outstanding, but I thought it was good enough to get the job done. Yeah, let's talk to these coaches. Let's talk to Spector. Spector, if you could come off mute, please.
Yeah, this was a tale of 2 halves because Oregon was up 14-7 at the end of the first half. They missed that short field goal, and then the second half is the exact opposite. Penn State won the second half 21-7. So,
can I start the interview?
Go for it.
All right, thanks, Vaughn. I appreciate you, man. Spector, first of all, are your hands sweaty?
Sweaty, drenched, icy from the AC. Yep.
Were you surprised by that user turnover there at the end?
Pretty much. I was shocked that he actually caught the ball.
Okay, so Wallace will be piss tested, absolutely for sure. He's going to be piss tested. Do you now feel the pressure that all the coaches are now happy that you got your first win and they're all going to be coming for your ass now? Do you feel the pressure yet, or do you just feel the elation still from this win?
Yeah, the anchor is above my head. I see it. I feel it.
These coaches are going to give you no love from here on out. Enjoy the shit out of this win.
I know it's coming.
You stuck with the ground game. It worked. I'm going to talk to my boy Jimmy on the other end. I'm going to hand you off to Vaughn. I'll catch you after the broadcast. Thanks, Spector.
Appreciate you, 49.
Spector, hey, so your running game wasn't working in the first half. Oregon was getting penetration on that left side. They were getting in the backfield, stopping it. You had to throw the ball. That's where Wallace came in. But then in the second half, man, you just stuck with it and stayed with the run game, and it really paid off. So, was that something you wanted to do, was make sure you ran the ball against these guys, or was it just a matter of, all right, I can't just keep throwing the ball. I've got to get this running game going at some point?
Had to get the running game going at some point, but I didn't run the ball against Brusso, and I threw the ball and turned it over late, and game was over. So I had to try to not do the same thing. I had to try and get something on the ground because they were stuffing the run very well. Had a yard or two the whole first half running the ball.
Yeah, and Moody was in your backfield the whole time, getting in Vayu's face, trying to disrupt the passes and all that. But that aggressiveness, helped you in the run game because he was running past the blocks and giving you big holes to run off to that right side. So is that when you saw that, is that when you just started saying, I'm not going left, I'm going to go middle and to the right and try and hit this hole that he's vacating?
I had to. He's a speed demon on the edge. I saw it the first time, like, holy shit, this dude is fast as fuck, boy. So I had to do something to counter that. Try to anyway.
I'm trying to look and see who you have coming up. Sorry, I should have been a little more prepared, but that was impressive comeback, man. Like I said, you were down 14-7, very easily could have been 17-7 at half. Came back and held them to 7 in the second. Got 21 on your own. So great first win for you, man. Like George said, though, we're going to be coming for you. Your next game is I'm looking at this. You don't play this next week. You got to bye. And then you take on George. So yeah, he'll be the first one to try and get you. Good game, Pimp, man. Good game. Defense was really strong in the second half, and I think you found something you can do on offense there, especially with that Wallace dude.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Congrats.
But I did see Jimmy like drop probably 2 picks early.
Yeah, that happens.
Right in his hands, right there, hands up, and he just
that
dropped.
happens to all of us, man.
That's
that's part of online. It's so frustrating because you push the button and it doesn't register right away, right? The lag.
yeah, those would have been game changers probably. Would have been a lot harder to come back, even though it was already hard as fuck.
All right, congrats, man. Get Jim in here and see what he has to say about this game.
Good call, Pimps.
First win, man.
Appreciate you, Jimmy. Good game.
Yeah, good game, Spectre.
All right, Jimmy. Tale of two halves, man. What happened in the second half?
I'm not really sure. We just didn't want it. They wanted it more, and they got it.
Lou was killing him in the first half. He had, outside of that 71-yard run, he still had over 100 yards rushing in the game. So he was tearing it up, and he just kind of shut you down in the second half. There's the play right there, getting to the edge. That wasn't the long run. That was another touchdown he had. But I'm at a loss with you as well. I mean, Spectre played great second half. He got the stops when he needed to. You had a turnover on the fumble, big turnover. He had the big interception at the goal line. This is the run right here. There was just nobody. There was cheerleaders running down the field with him. Let me ask you on that field goal. Did you think you had that lined up properly? Did you play for the wind at all? Because it was a slight wind, but it wasn't much. But as you were lining it up, I kind of looked like it was going to be tight to that upright anyway.
I had it lined up right. I just kicked it perfectly fucking straight. I just fucking fucked it up. Wouldn't have mattered. I couldn't stop him. I don't think he ever punted. I couldn't stop him.
No, he did not punt. He did have a couple of picks.
Crazy.
I mean, you had some good picks down the middle when he was trying to throw in a double coverage, so your guys were down there.
I should have more picks, but those are the breaks of the game.
Yeah. George, you got anything for Jimmy?
Yeah. I mean, you guys just mentioned exactly what I would pick it up at is that it looked like he was throwing into tight ass windows to only one option. Fucking Braveheart Wallace was over there catching everything and not fucking, dropping anything. I thought, one of those things are going to get stepped in front of, picked off or whatever. And, I saw you playing off coverage, zone coverage, man coverage, coming down, filling up the box. You shut down the run initially. Did it just come down to the missed field goal and the turnover? Is that really what it come down to, or was you
couldn't stop him? That's what it came down. I just couldn't stop him. He just mixed it up. Yeah, he mixed it up so well on offense. I couldn't stop Wallace or Harris, whatever. That dude.
Von Moody ran fucking past him on one play.
I know. And that was the deep ball that almost scored.
That was the deep play where he was on an island out there in fucking no man's land. And, that's just... Which one?
And then that one touchdown, I was right there, knew right where he was going. I was in the right spot, and he still just got it. It's
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah, in the first half, it was all Penn State turnovers, you forcing the turnovers. And then the second half, he played a lot smarter with it. And then Butterfield put it on the ground and no turnovers that you were able to get. What a wild fucking game. Good
He
thing it's
literally fumbled.
non-conference. Yeah.
The second I pushed square, he fumbled. It's like square was lateral.
Dude, like he doesn't fumble very often.
I should have never touched square.
I mean, well, Jimmy,
Yeah,
thank you for
live and
welcoming
learn.
me on the boulevard. I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna hold your hand and get you through this tonight, man.
Crazy.
I don't mean to make fun, but I'm 0-3 right now, so thanks for being such a good sport, Jimmy, and I'm sure you are circling next season, Penn State. That's gonna make it. Thanks for playing a great one tonight, man. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was a good game. Shout out to his O line. I couldn't really. I mean, I missed a couple of sacks, and I think Vaughn blew him up a couple times. But for the most part, he had a great pocket. I
Bro,
think
he
that's
had a
what-
great
that's
pocket.
That's what sealed the deal.
Vaughn blew his ass up a couple of times and chased his ass down. In the
Mhm.
first half, the Ducks' offensive line looked fucking murderer's row, man. They looked dominant. In the second half, Penn State sticking to that ground game enough and getting that success just enough in the passing game to Wallace in the first half. Let it open up again a little bit in the second half.
That's
Everybody, we're advancing the week.
Got Miami next. Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're cracked, bro. They're absolutely fucking legendary cracked.
Nobody wants to play Miami.
No,
Nobody.
I don't even think Miami practices anymore. I think they just show up on Saturdays and play.
And flip flops.
Yeah.
Flip flops and togas.
Off the snow.
That was fun though.
Any last word, Jimmy?
Nah, good game, Spectre.
Yeah.
Good call, guys. That was exciting. You made it fun,
Yeah, I'll
was
try to be more
fun
neutral
game to
next
call.
time, Jimmy.
even though it wasn't fun.
Right?
That was a fun game to watch and call. We don't have any games for next week scheduled yet, so I can't tell you guys when we're going to have our next broadcast. So just stay tuned.
Yeah, some
but like-
coaches need to schedule their fucking games. I won't name names, but I'm going to next week if this shit continues.
So,
Wink, wink,
anyways, stay
nudge,
tuned.
nudge. Yeah. Thanks, Vaughn.
Also, get your depth charts filled in so I know who's on your team. And we got a raid ready to go. You guys got a raid
Yeah.
ready to go. You can just go ahead and
Yeah, we know.
get that going, and we'll let everybody go.